So we'll start with, now we can start with the faith, okay? Because as I've grown, when I had the opportunity to be saved, because I'm saved, so I'm just walking by faith, brother. And God, when that became the center of my life, everything came from that. So everything for me surrounds around and centered in that, in my faith. So I was grounded when all these things came up. So my faith, it never shook me at all. So when you say, to tell you a little bit about it, the first bout was, we were living in Florida at the time, and we were we were moving a TV from one place to the other, and I heard something pop in my back. I go get an X-ray. They give me a CAT scan, and the guy walks out, past me in the room, walks over to my wife and go, "Was he in a car accident?" She said, "No." She said, "Did he fall off a ladder?" He said, "No." She said, "This man's back is broke in 4 places." Jones, she said, if we think we know what it is. And I said, "Well, what is that?" She said, "Sir, you have what's called multiple myeloma." I said, "Okay, what's that?" I had no idea what it was. They decided that they were going to let me pass away at the hospital. So my wife fought and fought and fought. And they said, long story short, they said, my wife started making phone calls back to Jersey, because that's where we're from. And we have a lot of people in the medical field here. And they said, "Get him home. If you can get him home, we ain't getting him." So we had to fight to get me released. It ain't meant for me to die. I ain't gonna die. That's just me. Mr. Jones, this is the worst case of multiple myeloma we have ever seen. You have four broken bones in your back. You have 5 tumors on your back. You have a tumor on your hip. And I ended up having a rod in my leg and my hip replaced when I got back here to Jersey, because at that point I couldn't walk at all. So when you say about your faith, that's all I have, bro. I really trusted in God. Like, whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. But you ain't bring me this far, bro. Leave me, like, not here. But you can't give a testimony until you have truly been tested. But once you're tested, now you can actually say, "Here's what my faith is." You can quote scripture to me all day. But when your back is against the wall and God is challenging you and these things up in front of you, what do you have to do? So when a doctor said, um, "What do you want to do?" Because at that point, I could have just said, "Forget it." And they told me, "You're about 30 days away from dying. What you want to do? You want to fight? If you want to fight, we're going to fight with you." So we fought. I said, "Well, buckle up, baby. It's going to be a rough ride. And we're going to fight." So I had to learn, we went through the process.